Now we are concerned about a potential tornado that is moving into portions of Dodge County right now. So let's take you right to the radar. So we're seeing that wind kind of circulating into the thunderstorm. That's what we call the inflow. That's the energy feeding into the storm. On the back side of this, you have some rain-cooled air moving in like that.
Matt, we could have a parade in your honor right now. Beautiful Thursday in much of Wisconsin.
The MVP meteorologist?
Amen. You got it.
But no, really, that weather today, perfect, Jason. It wasn't too hot. Those conditions are going downhill in a hurry. If you can avoid traveling over the next hour, I would highly recommend it. I want to show you what's happening, though, in this parking lot, because it's just a complete ice rink here. And what you got going on here is this thick layer of ice. There could be a small circulation. You kind of see that right there, just off to the north and east of Beaver Dam. You probably just got that alert on your phone for the snow squall warning, and this means that those visibilities are going to go downhill. We're talking near blizzard conditions. When you come over here to some of the sidewalks, some of the less traveled areas, this is going to be the same case on your driveway or in some of the parking lots, the side streets. When you measure the temperature here, that is pretty concerning. You see how that line kind of bows like that, kind of pushes forward? That's an indication of also some very strong winds. The folks that live in this house, the couple, actually survived because they took shelter in the basement. That wind pushes along the ocean surface, pushes a bulge of water inland, and in this particular case, the most dangerous part of the storm, that's going to be right about there. So as that makes its way to the north and east, places like Menominee, let's look at the current velocity here within the thunderstorm, and there definitely is some rotation here. You see that bright blue right there? That is some really strong wind. I mean, there could be straight line winds over 80 miles an hour. Now we are going inside of that giant soccer ball, and this is actually the National Weather Service's Doppler radar. The southern hemisphere is their first day of summer, so if you want some summer, go down to Australia, mate.
Too many cameras.
Looking really good out there. Hopefully you don't putt like that.
That
stands up on its own.
Yeah,
and
good
so,
luck with that.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay,
so,
as well. Matt, you little stinker.
Well, it certainly felt like late summer out there this afternoon. Temperatures made it into the mid-80s across most of southeast Wisconsin. You might have noticed that slight increase in the humidity as well. That's going to be sticking with us as we head into the evening. So overall, kind of a warm and muggy evening. Temperatures will hold in the mid-70s at least through about 8 or 9 p.m. And then after that, temperatures will fall a little bit. So we'll be back in the low 60s here by early tomorrow morning. And have you noticed how early those sunsets are getting? We're getting closer and closer to the official start of the fall season. That's sunsetting now at about 7:13 in the evening. It'll be a comfortable night, 50s away from the lakeshore. Most lakeshore areas, though, will stay in the low to mid 60s overnight. Then we have a cold front pushing into the state as we head into Friday. There's going to be a big difference along this front. If you're out ahead of the front, temperatures well into the 80s. Northwestern Wisconsin, though, seeing high temperatures only in the 60s. But that air is not going to reach us at least for a couple more days. Now tonight, south breeze will keep us on the warmer side. A little bit cooler inland, some upper 50s there. But again, if you're along the lakeshore, I think we'll stay in the 60s. And then with that south to southwest breeze on Friday, temperatures quickly warming back up into the mid 80s once again. There's going to be a bit more humidity in the forecast too, so that heat index could be pushing 90 in some areas, but look how fast those temperatures will warm up, mid 80s as we head throughout much of the afternoon here on Friday. And again, those earlier sunset times, a little bit cooler right along the lake. A little bit of a lake breeze does kick in the afternoon. Otherwise, it's all about that warmth as we head throughout the day. Looking ahead, though, to the weekend, it's going to get very soggy. It looks like Sunday could actually be a washout. So if you're going to be trying to plan some outdoor activities, Saturday is definitely the better day, because look at that rain chance on Sunday, looking pretty widespread both Sunday and into Monday. And with that, those temperatures dropping off quite a bit. So I've made some fairly significant changes to this forecast. Bottom line is, enjoy the sunshine and the warm air while you can. 82 on Saturday, that is by far the best day to get outside. Sunday does not look good. 65 degrees, rainy all day long, more rain on Monday. Then we'll start to warm back up with more sunshine by the middle of next